This is Caitlin Sutton interviewing her mother, Charlotte Sutton. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Oklahoma City.
Okay, and what was your neighborhood like?
My neighborhood was very active. I had a lot of friends. There were a lot of kids that lived in our neighborhood. And we would play basketball and softball and kickball and ride our bikes. So there was a lot of activity in my neighborhood. The neighbors would kind of hang out and visit each other. So it was a really good environment, fun environment to grow up in, close-knit community.
And what was your home like? What did it look like? Who lived in it?
Well, at home it was my mom and dad. I have an older brother and a younger sister, and it was just a typical 3-bedroom home. That's where I learned a lot of my great life lessons from my mom and dad as well as my siblings. So a really good home environment.
Okay, and how did your parents make a living?
My dad worked for the city of Oklahoma City, and my mother worked as a supervisor at a candy company, which was really great.
What were your responsibilities around the house?
Since my mom and dad both work full-time, my responsibilities really entail just kind of the typical stuff, keeping the house clean, the room clean, cooking dinner every now and then also kind of help taking care of my younger sister.
Did you get an allowance for completing chores?
Yes, we got an allowance. Started getting an allowance when I was in 5th grade. Got about $20 a week. And then once I got to middle school, we got $30 a week for chores. And back then we thought that was really cool to actually be making money. So yeah, it was good.
How often did you get in trouble with your parents?
I did not like getting in trouble, so I did not get in trouble often. However, when I did get in trouble, it would be something like breaking curfew, or maybe if my mom and dad received a report from my teachers that I was talking a little bit too much in class, that kind of stuff. But I really did not want to get in trouble, so I definitely tried to do what was expected of me.
And when you did get in trouble, how did your parents discipline you?
The best way they got my attention was to take all the fun stuff away. Like I had my own telephone, so they took my phone away, or I wasn't allowed to go out with my friends or have anyone over or go to games, or even taking my car keys. I mean, those are the kind of things that would definitely get my attention. So you can understand why I did not want to get in trouble.
What was the most important lesson your parents taught you?
My parents taught me many important lessons, but the things that really stand out to me is having respect for myself, respecting others, knowing that I'm not perfect, neither is anyone else, putting God first, and just treating people the way I want to be treated. And I carry those life lessons and those discussions we had even over to adulthood, and really talking to my own children about it. So those are lessons that are definitely invaluable.
How do you think family life has changed since you were 18?
What I've noticed, I think a lot of times family life has changed where parents think that the more things or stuff they get their kids, that's the way to show they love them. Whereas I know when I grew up, I think it was a lot more family time together, game night and vacations and things like that. But I think somehow that's gotten kind of mixed up, and I don't think enough people spend enough time with their families. So I think that's kind of what has changed about the family dynamics today.
Okay, well, thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Okay, thanks.